Prescott and the Washington Commanders taking on Justin Fields.
Just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're gonna
for our visitors, the Eagles, they come in feeling good. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Commanders making their way out. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The numbers for McLaurin a week ago: 6 catches, 62 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
On 1st and 10, Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
So the Eagles now, they'll be in great position here to start things out. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week. So keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
We just saw an example of what we talk about all the time when we meet with coaches. They want that hidden yardage to come to the front when they throw the football. Throw it, catch it, and then pick up more yardage after the catch.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Second down. Prescott to throw it. Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Now a first down throw, Fields. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. The Eagles at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Fields. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. To throw is Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Play fake. Here's Prescott. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Open man is Duvernay. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to the 42, 2nd down. I think he ran the football.
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Here's Fields. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. Fields. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Justin Fields His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Gay is on for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Washington offense set to take over again.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Pete. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 17-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing, Prescott, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Facing this big 1st half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Here's Fields. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
On 4th down, Fields.
Over the middle, complete. It's Banks.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Back to throw, Fields.
And this is caught by Watkins. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
From the 6. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2nd and 6.
Here's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On play action, Prescott. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
K'Lavon Chason
from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Washington on 3rd down.
0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Just
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott now. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Prescott looks to throw on first.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is rough. End up.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
On first down, it's Fields.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll kick things off with an AFC South matchup. Indianapolis traveling to Jacksonville. And that one just before halftime with the Jaguars out on top. Wan'Dale Robinson, a touchdown reception. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who are out in front. Justin Jefferson, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. Elijah Moore, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw. Fields steps away to his left.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Quez Watkins.
35 yards.
And the Eagles have opened the lead up to 30. On the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. First chance for the Commanders' offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First down throw for Prescott. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. And just a yard to go here on second down.
57, Mike, 57. Here we go, D, get off the field.
Prescott off play action. Open man here is Conklin. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Prescott.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. Do you think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now Fields.
He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Fields. That's complete to Traylon Burks.
36. Here's a give up the middle. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fields now to throw. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. To throw is Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Banks. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Looking to throw. Fields. It's complete. Burks. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Again, Fields. And it's caught. Touchdown. Traylon Burks. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this.